Alright, it's time for a Kindred game. It's going to be a beginner's guide to Kindred. I'll explain everything as I go, including the mark system and everything. So yeah, I'll be facing a Nocturne here, which 1v1 wise is relatively annoying, honestly. Like the spell shield and the fear. If you can range kite him, then you should be kind of fine. Kindred has the option of potentially playing pretty aggressive with her pathing choices, but you don't necessarily have to, and I probably will just keep it calm, go for a nice full clear to start this out with. A beginner's guide. After all, you know, playing aggressive can get relatively tricky. As soon as you start the game, you want to as quickly as possible mark the enemy jungler, by the way, because that's the target you're most likely to face early on, and you want to do it as quickly as possible because your mark system has cooldown. So to be able to remark and everything, you'd want to have that done as fast as you can. Starting off here, you want to use your W. This will be the most initial damage to your camp, also providing additional sustain. Bit of a slow on the camp, so you can kite it as well, as you can see. So yeah, your W does current HP damage to the wolf, so it will do more on current HP. Your E will do missing HP damage, so you kind of want to use your E more so to execute targets with. And your Q just does damage with the dash, shooting out 3 arrows, but also gives you a bit of additional attack speed for a while, which can be very helpful. On Kindred, it is very important while you're clearing that you move as much as possible, because you want to make sure that you use your W stacking system here correctly to get your HP back. So try to be relatively mobile with it as much as you can, at least. So yeah, starting over here, just drag it back, and you can see right here, I'm just holding a bunch of movement. So you can see the number on the bar, above the bar here, going up a lot. This is to get that heal, so you don't need any potions or anything like that. And you have just a nice clear with it. Take all of my abilities here. Your ult prevents, like if you cast it, it basically prevents you from dying and gives you a bit of a heal. So that is something. I get it a bit lower, and once it's a bit lower, I will start using my E, so it does more damage based on like the missing HP from it. Just like, you don't necessarily want to start any fight you're going into out with your E either. Something to remember yourself, like, so it's just to remember. Her entire kit, by the way, gets amplified by her mark system, or I guess they're just a they, because there are 2 entities technically, but I'm just gonna be calling it her most likely because it's just something I default to for some reason. That's too early on my E there technically. Be sure to kite here once again, trying to keep my HP relatively restored with that extra bit there. I'm gonna also hold my smite. The first scuttle here is gonna be a complete 50-50. Whether, like, which one you're getting. Okay, I got lucky. This is very good. I'm gonna use E on it as quickly as possible. It is an absolute 50-50, so whether you get it or not just highly depends on the scenario. Okay. That's not gonna be out of range. Currently my W is on cooldown as well. I'm gonna have to flash, sadly. I'm just dead. That is a bit of the problem there. My W was on cooldown going into that, so I didn't actually get multiple Qs off, which actually cost me in that fight, and he just gets to get the fear on me. I should have flashed his fear, which was a mistake on my end, admittedly. I got a little bit too greedy with it, which is not particularly good. Okay, now we have 1 mark here. We still have the mark on Nocturne, but he is topside right now. And this means that the bot mark, like the next mark that's going to spawn, has a high chance of being on the scuttle, because his Gromp is now respawning. And if you're on 0 marks, it's always going to be the scuttle. There it is. If you're on 0 marks, it's always going to be the scuttle. But if you're 1 to 3 marks, it's going to be scuttle, raptors, or Gromp. And his raptors are down. His Gromp was basically down as well, since it was just respawning. So for me, I can pretty much assume that because he's topside and didn't go for like bot mark, I still get bot mark here. Now my death isn't ideal, but this death did mean, like, obviously he walked up the topside and also killed Teemo apparently. So he got 2 kills, but I do get an extra mark out of the deal because I could just run the bot mark quickly and get it. That was down to my bad for like fighting the Nocturne and not respecting him whatsoever. If I might have my W on cooldown, I should have just flashed his fear and accepted that, which I didn't do, so that's a mistake on my end. But I do have 2 marks, at least, you know. So next mark, I am currently on 2. Next mark will still be on the Gromp or Raptors. Respawn time wise, it's most likely going to be Raptors very, very soon here. So I can just clear my Raptors and look to maybe go for his. Kind of depends on how he stalls himself. Because if he doesn't go like his raptors fast enough, I'll get it. But if he does go there fast enough, I won't get them. Okay, he just hit the plant right here, which means I just get his raptor mark for free, which I will happily take. So we'll go for that right now. I was already planning to go for his raptors anyway. But this kind of confirms it. I need to be quick here. You just have to kill the big one. I hope I can get it in time. For me, this mark is worth a lot, so I'm just going to go for it. There we go. Go for this. In the backside of it. I can go for the Nocturne here. I'm a little bit sad that my guy just disappeared on me, but okay, that's a perfect mark right there. Beautiful, that's 2 extra marks. I'm already on 4. That's absolutely insane. Okay, I'm just quickly gonna do this camp over here. Currently on 4 marks. It's already gonna go to Krugs, Wolves, and the buff camps for the mark system. And now we're just gonna mark Mundo real quick, because we want to mark someone else new, and he is currently in a pretty bad spot. I mean, he's probably not gonna overstay, I would imagine, but still, just mark anyone, it's fine. I could just quickly do this. Seems like he is, in fact, kind of overstaying. I will finish this, but after this, I will actually just straight up go top lane here. Probably shouldn't have used that. Now, there's the mark on the wolf. This is warded. I need my teammate to kind of hurry up. This Muno is, like, disrespecting it a bit. I don't know if he has ult up or not, to be honest, but he does. Okay. Kite. And he should be dead here. One more hit. There he goes. No, what? My auto attack didn't register. You have to be joking me. I Q auto attack, but my auto attack didn't go off. Nocturne's going to be top lane soon, I would imagine, at this point. Am I hitting 6 soon? I am hitting 6 soon. No, I don't have mana. Okay, man, I'll take the mark. It's fine. Dude, I thought I could still ult, but I didn't look at my mana bar. God damn it. Alright, fair enough. I mean, it's fine. For me, that's absolutely worth it again, to be honest, because I get another mark out of it. Yes, I die. I trade 1 for 1, or even use teleport. Mundo obviously tried to, like, bait me into it, which is fair. But, I mean, getting the hit on him there is huge. Me getting that kill, getting the mark out of it, I'm very happy with that. I'll just mark Ashe for now. Might be able to look for something. Not necessarily guaranteed, but better mark someone just right away instead of not marking anyone at all. Currently on 5 marks at 7 minutes is big, though. I do have 2 deaths, which is not ideal. The second one is worth the trade. The first one was just stupid on my end. So, yeah. Currently, he will definitely be clearing his Krugs very soon, I would imagine. So, the next most likely mark respawn is probably going to be his blue buff, maybe? Or his Wolves. They do get very tricky to take, though, so I do have to keep that in mind. Alright, that's the first smite upgrade. Gonna do this, and I might be able to capitalize on the Ashe here for the bot lane play, perhaps. Maybe looping in from behind for this gank could be doable. Let's sweep a bit early and see if I can maybe get the gank on this. Because he obviously just cleared my mark on topside, right? We know he's topside right now. Don't kill Ashe, please. Oh, no. They killed Ashe. God damn it. That's unfortunate for my mark, but I still get this guy, no problem. Ah, he's dead. Little unfortunate that they focused the other guy because that cost me a mark, obviously, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so the most likely mark scenario will definitely be the wolf camp right now, I would imagine. I can most likely do dragon, because I think what's going to happen here... Never mind, there is a Nocturne there. I also don't have any priority. In mid lane. Bot lane is going to die soon. I have to respect this and leave. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do. I also cannot go for this mark here, because there's just nothing I can do. I just have to back here. I can spend my money, get the Kraken Slayer, and that should be good. He'll most likely get Dragon off that, just simply due to mid lane priority mostly. Because we saw the mid lane get all the way pushed back to the turret, and that's why, like, I obviously also didn't really have the capabilities of fighting Nocturne that well, so I need to respect everything there. Out of base, we could just take our entire top side and play for the Void Grub spawn in about 50 seconds. It's gonna be my move here. He gets Dragon, which is fine. He's gonna go for the Wolves next. And I am, like, at this point, the most likely next mark will be on his Krugs. Because of the, like, we're 4 to 7 range, right? So it's gonna be the Krugs, Wolves, or their buff camps. And after he clears those Wolves, I think the Krugs will be the next mark. It might be the red buff, but I believe it's gonna be the Krugs. Either way, it's going to be topside, so I can play towards topside and play for it. Extra W second. Gonna take this real quick. I'm not gonna have enough there. I mean, it really depends right now on when he clears this camp right here. Because when it disappears... Okay, this Mundo is low as hell. Just gonna go for it. Dash towards him. And there he goes. Did not get the stack off of him because I couldn't mark him. Like, if you're gonna go into a gank like that, just clicking the mark can be good. You also don't want to always do that because... if they can get away from you by, like, walking away in time or something like that, then that could be a bit of a problem, perhaps. Put my E on him, zone him, and... I mean, he has to respect it here because I don't... Like, I just killed their Mundo, right? Gonna be a disadvantage. He gonna ult mid? He ulted mid, okay. That's not bad for me, actually. Because, as I said, like, he cleared this, right? So you have to consider the fact... There it is, the mark. That his Krugs are still there, and that's gonna be the next mark here, pretty much guaranteed. So he goes for that, and I go for this Krug camp. I was waiting if the E was gonna walk into me here or not. I'm just gonna mark the Mundo, I think. Because I can probably go for this gank here in a second. He's playing pretty aggressive, and I could just move instantly. Don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. That's maybe a death on my end. I should have walked back towards my ult there, I think. Yeah, a little bit too aggressive. He was a little bit tankier than I anticipated, and I used my ult too early, which was a big mistake. Yeah. I tried, like, I should have flashed forward and then ulted here, if that makes sense. But I also did not want to, like, put him in my ult radius, or give him the potential to walk into my ult radius. So I ulted slightly early, which was obviously a mistake. On my end. I do still get the mark, which is obviously quite strong, but yeah, it's definitely a bit of a mistake. Here we see Nocturne dead, and the mark, this blue mark, is gonna be a mark I can potentially take, because I have bot lane priority, so I will actually try to send it as fast as I can. And we're gonna use as many plants as possible to close that distance as fast as possible. Both of these plants are here, so we're gonna go quickly. Nocturne should not be able to make this, because he just died on top lane as well to Teemo. I do have 3 deaths, but I have 7, 8 marks right now. This is going to be my 8th mark right here. This is huge. I am unbelievably strong based on this. I'm just going to insta-smite that just to have it. Be safe. Can do this. Go mid. Click the Ahri about now. That's probably going to be bot lane. Now my Talon kind of trolled me a little bit, eh? I mean, I guess he's low HP, so fair enough, but I thought he was going to come in from the side. Obviously, Nocturne's darkness kind of prevented that, so Talon didn't initially anticipate it, but I thought I pinged it beforehand to maybe look for it. It's okay, though. I have 8 marks now. After 8 marks, when you get 8+, it's only going to be the objectives. So that Rift Herald that's going to spawn in 10 seconds, that's going to be the next mark. So I'm trying to look for that, perhaps. I am getting very, very strong here, though. Like, even though, like, I have died quite a bit this game, due to some, well, mistakes on my end as well, to be fair. I still have my entire mark system stacked up. And as you can see there, the Rift Herald got the mark. So now we're just going to move up towards this Rift Herald. And if the Rift Herald gets the mark here and I kill it now, then the Dragon's going to get the mark next. And the Dragon's going to spawn in like 30 seconds. So I might be able to play for the Dragon after I get this Rift Herald. Do not have ult for another 20 seconds, so... should be able to go for this guy pretty easily. Okay, that's fine. He Mundo ulted. I have my ult back in like 5 seconds as well. I'm a little bit, like, mostly just worried about Ahri now. She is not very healthy, and I think her ult should be on cooldown too. There's the Nocturne. Can mark him right now. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to ult, sadly. He is execute damage. I am gonna die to Ahri here, though. Yeah, it's just nothing I could do. The Ahri rotation there was too fast, and I got collapsed on by Mundo first because my teammate walked back to lane and gave him the space to walk at me, sadly. which is something I did not anticipate for, but I probably should have respected the fact that my teamo would not zone the Mundo off of that play. So, I did switch my mark in time, the Nocturne, and got another mark out of it though, so that's good. Because, like, you can switch before combat, like, you enter the combat, right? And you can just get it done. Previously, you were able to switch within combat by, like, hotkeying your mark system, but I don't know if that's still a thing, if I'm being honest. Because you could, like, shift and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 previously within a fight to get it. Not sure if that's still a thing, though. He is going bot lane, obviously, here, so we are still going to look for that Rift Herald mark. I'm just purely playing around my mark system here for the most part. My mark system is going to come up. I can just mark Mundo instantly. And I'm just going to move top lane here instantly. There he goes. This should be a dead Mundo. Wait a little bit for the E. Thank you, Teemo. Perfect. My attack range is colossal at 10 marks right now. I can easily get the 11th mark of this as well. So, yeah, even though I have died a fair amount, I am still getting all of these marks, which is absolutely insane for me. Because my scaling off of these marks is going to be criminally OP. Gets low, use the E, and finish it off. There we go. Level 11. Make sure I don't disrespect Ahri there. Not a problem. I think Nocturne might actually walk this way, so we're gonna just see if he face checks me. Which he does. Dead. Goodbye. His top side is up, his bot side's not. We already knew this information, so he's most likely gonna go check to walk back towards his top side, and that's when we invade him. I'm gonna leave that up. I don't really care. Let's go for this. I do not have ult for another 2 seconds. My Teemo absolutely ran away from me for no reason, sadly. Ahri is still playing super aggressive on mid. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's down to Teemo there, right? Nothing else I can really do about it. If he doesn't want to walk forward or walk with me, then there's nothing I can do. Okay, get that, hit the level up, and I can just look for Ahri right now. I'm gonna mark her as well, see what happens. Let me ult in time, please. Thank you. I'm probably still going to die, though, but that's a mistake on my end, I think. We'll see if he chases me in that direction. He does. Okay, we should be alive then. just chilling. It's fine. We're peachy. Yep. Okay, we take those. They were gonna split off. Nocturne walked towards the top side there, obviously, so I could like check if she face checks that, and she did. Did not get the Ahri, sadly, but that's okay. The next mark will be the Baron at this rate, I think, because that's the first objective that is going to spawn. Which is gonna be a bit tricky. Would have been nice if that was the Dragon, but it's not going to be, so. I mean, I am on 11 marks, like, I can't complain, obviously, like, it's completely fine. Get the reset here, get to buy my Triforce, and I'm gonna be incredibly strong here. After this, we go Terminus. Next. There we go, and I'll buy 1 controller since I'm holding onto a Rift Herald. Can be useful. Beautiful. I mean, we're strong. We do have a couple deaths, but sometimes that happens, you know. Not too much of a worry. If you can trade a death for a mark, it's generally worth it, in my opinion. As long as you're getting the mark, obviously. Okay, boom, good. Okay, they're currently looking pretty strong. I do not have my ultimate up just yet. That is very annoying, actually. That's one. That's flash, very good flash. The darkness really hurts me because I can't, like, play a team fight the way I would like, at least. She just Ahri ulted, okay. No, she interrupted me with the... I dashed into the charm. That would have been a kill, 1 auto attack. We could Baron off that, I think. Kindred actually has a colossal amount of Baron damage off of her W, so we can use that to our advantage. Can I do this? Not without a team. Soloing that would be extremely optimistic right now. So I will not do that. Fine, whatever. There is a red buff that I would like to take, though. There we go. Good. If you, like, Q or, like, Q in your W, basically you get the cooldown refresh. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but if I didn't, then... Yeah, your Q cooldown gets lowered a lot. Which skills per level. Because initially it's going to be 4 seconds, but if you have a max rank Q, it's going to be 2 seconds per dash. Smite it real quick. Execute him right there. Boom. Nice. I mean, I'm unbelievably strong right now. My attack range is also very high. That hit me, sadly. I want to play for the dragon here more than anything, but I also have to place this Rift Herald. Because it's going to disappear soon. So me placing in bot lane right here is going to be the move. Also going to quickly clear the wave in that case. The rest of them are all mid, so I can probably just take the Herald into the turret. This turret is worth 700 gold, so getting the Herald into it and killing the turret is absolutely valuable. So I'm going to focus on this turret, get the 700 gold off of it, and then we'll go for the team fight afterwards. That Rift Herald's going to get a bounce. I get to clean up this team fight most likely, and it should be fine. She is my mark, so we're going to go for her first. This Mundo does not get to fight me particularly well, I think. Dead, yep, perfect. I still have my ult as well that I could use at the end. The Herald got the bounce in the turret, so we're very happy with that. And I'll just do Dragon here. After Dragon, we can reset. I'll have my item as well, and then we can look for the Baron, hopefully. Get my mark out of it. There we go. My damage is immense now. Like, mark a new target. 12 marks is insane. And you can see here the bonuses, right? I get 60% attack speed bonus of the marks for my Q, 12% for my W, and 6% for my E as additional damage. I get the Terminus here, and then we are going to need some magic resist. I'm just going to go with Send next. I need the magic resist because Ahri is like a bit scary for me at the moment. I have steel caps against like the auto attack based stuff from Nocturne and potentially Ashe as well. But yeah, the Wits End magic resist is going to be very, very good against Ahri. Also, Tenacity is going to be good, so most likely my combination is going to be Wits End with Sterax to finish this build off here. Because the Ahri isn't particularly scary. So it seems like my Misfortune got relatively strong, it seems. I need to wait 30 seconds to get my mark back. Okay, maybe it's a bit sketch to go for Baron here. Probably do a fight first. Let me see. Ooh. That's not a kill. It's a bit aggressive from my support right there, but sure. Check the red buff here. Baron just got remarked. I would like to do it, but that's aggressive there, Mundo. I don't know about that. I'm pretty strong. I feel like I can do this. I'm gonna like limit test a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work because my Kindred damage on Baron should be incredibly high. With my W, but I don't know if I can like survive this long enough, and my team isn't gonna tank it, it seems. I want to try to outrange them, because if I outrange them, I don't get the 50% damage debuff. Okay, Nocturne's not showing up for this, which is good. If I don't get the 50% damage debuff, that is obviously ideal, because I do by far the most damage due to Kindred's like percentage-based damage from her W and stuff. I'm still calling it her, but yeah, it's whatever. Okay, level 16 is good. 13 marks. Very, very nicely scaling here as well. I like the auto attack move a lot with Kindred when I'm like roaming around, because her attack range is so high. As you can see, there's a massive attack range, so I actually hit the Ashe from this distance. Look at that damage on Mundo right there. Unfortunately, he didn't die, but that was very close. He also didn't die. Wow. Talk about, like, lucky survivors right there. Holy moly. Alright, check this camp real quick, see if I can heal a little bit. I can. Perfect. That's a decent heal. I'm not no longer 1 HP, you know? Ooh, I missed an auto attack. I'm gonna just ult here real quick. It's fine. Flash there. Instantly get out. Make sure to get the ult heal before I flash though, because at the end of the cast your ult will heal you. We probably should be backing off. I think this is going to be a bit too risky right now. I should be able to back here for my wit's end soon, right? I can, yeah. Alright, don't need that, so we're just chilling. I'm just gonna go pick up the red buff for the team. We have wit's end now, and my last item will be a stair axe. 13 marks, adds a lot of damage. As you can see, 14.5% per wolf bite is a lot of damage. 17% here for the E on the critical, like, it's a lot of damage. No, team lost the fight. Yeah, this is what I didn't want to happen and why I danger pinged them like 30 times. To actually respect the fact the enemy team is just gonna be stronger since we were on the map for a long time. Pick that up real quick and... Okay, he killed the Nocturne, but... I don't currently have Kindred ultimate, so I do need to respect that. Yep. Yep. My attack range is ridiculous, by the way. Like, it's like, look at that auto attack range right there. That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm hitting her from Narnia. The Kindred scaling is ridiculous. What can I say? The next mark is going to be this dragon, so I'll happily take it when it spawns. I'm not gonna go too aggressive here. Like, for me, just playing for the objective, playing for my mark is gonna be good enough. 10 seconds on that. I'll just deny Nocturne as many camps as I can in the meantime. It should pretty much... Yeah, there it's the mark already. Perfect. Insta-marked. Not bad whatsoever. Look at this damage, man. It's absolutely mental. Perfect. I mean, I technically could back. Last item will definitely beat the stair axe here for the additional tenacity as well.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay. Ash just ulted. That's good information to note. He's not dead? Are you serious? Died before he could do anything at all. I need to ult here. Stepped into it, but we're gonna auto attack move on Ahri here as fast as I can. Good. Beautiful. Turn that on her real quick. Make sure the auto attack move so I always get the clicker. That's a quadra kill. Probably not gonna get the penta, to be honest, but we'll see. It depends if my team wants to give that one to me or not, which I don't think is going to be the case. Nope, it's gonna be me dead. My team did not want to tank for me whatsoever to give me the pentakill. Fair enough. Me dead there might actually also mean that we don't get the end now. I was really hoping to go for it. I couldn't delay much longer, so I was just gonna pray that my team actually kept turret aggro there and went for it, but they did not. They did no such thing, sadly. It's okay though. I tried for the penta. Obviously, I normally would not hit the Mundo under turret there, because I would definitely die to the turret. But yeah, trying for the penta, I think, is a good excuse, right? It's fine. Alright, last item here, we'll go for the Elixir of Wrath. I mean, I technically could go for the Elixir of Iron as well, to be honest, which I think I actually will. The reason I will do this instead of the Wrath one, I mean, it does do extra physical, like, vamp and stuff, right? But it's a lot of magic damage for my kit coming in, still from the W here. It's good magic damage. The other thing is just the fact that this provides me with 25% tenacity, which I actually kind of like against this team, because I do have, like, Nocturne Fear, Ahri Charm, Ash Ult, you know, there's a bunch of CC there that I try to, like, rather avoid. So if I can just have this tenacity from that with the runes in combination with the Elixir of Iron, I think it's going to be fine, because damage is not a problem for me, and survivability is more of an issue, so doing this makes sense to me right now. I get a new mark off the Baron here in a second as well when that respawns. So I'll try to go for it. I'm farming these camps, but it doesn't particularly mean anything anymore because I'm already kind of maxed out on my build right now. Ooh, that's a free Mundo. We take those. Come on, buddy. Wait for my E a little bit for the end so the execute worked easier, and he's dead. Get this out of the way. It's another one. Auto attack move, Q jump. Oh, they went up here, I think. I'll just go do Baron, I suppose. Actually, we could probably end the game. I'm just gonna see if I can solo Baron. Don't know if I have enough marks for this, but we'll see. Am I gonna have enough marks for this? No, I don't have enough lifesteal to do this, I think. It seems like my guy is trying to help me here. That's pretty decent. I mean, I could have ended the game, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just wanted to see if I could solo the Baron. Let's just mark whoever. It doesn't really particularly matter here. I also don't get the end the game now, so I actually might as well reset. Because the death timers are too short at this point. I'll buy another one of those. Yeah, next one I'll just end the game. I wanted to see if I could solo Baron, but I don't have enough lifesteal. If I had like maybe a Blade of the Rune King, I would easily be able to do it. So like solo it. But my mark system is heavily carrying me in damage, so you know, there is that. I got a new mark from this dragon, but it's probably not going to get that far. Like, I just have to walk into a team fight on his free. My auto attack range is absolutely colossal as well. This Mundo is dead. Perfect. QW over. I'm just going to instantly slow him with the E and just finish him off here if I can. Nope. Maybe a little bit too far of a chase. Probably have to respect Ahri a little bit. I do still have ult, so I don't have to be that worried. I want to see if I can like get a decent engage. Nocturne's gonna definitely try to look to ult me. Big damage. Just finish the Ahri off with colossal attack range. And we can finish the rest of them. And my team ends the game. Perfect. I mean, that's it for Kindred. I did 9.7k damage on Kraken Slayer. I did 2100 damage with Terminus. I did 4.3k damage with Trinity Force. And I did 4,000 or at 4,100 damage with Wit's End. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below. I also went quite a bit. And I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 86.7k damage, which is more than double the Teemo. And like, yeah, massively overtaking the rest. It's colossal amounts of damage. Like, you get a mark system going on Kindred and you are just like in the damage. It's a lot. So that's good. True damage here at 5.8k. We have objective damage at 77.5k as well. Healing done, 29.8. Damage taken at 45.7. Self-mitigated damage at another 34.8. Gold earned at 20k. For the runes, Conquer healed me for 1351. But the adaptive damage here is a big factor that you don't see. We have Triumph for additional HP restoration as well as gold. Tenacity for the CC reduction. We have Last Stand for 2364 additional damage. This works really well with Kindred ult, obviously, because you can just get that damage increase on lower HPs and win those fights, turn it around. Very, very nice. We have Eyeball Collection for the extra stats, and then Relentless Hunter for the movement speed. And yeah, this is the full build. You can switch out potentially like Sterax for Randuins, or, you know, like Wit's End for Randuins, something like that. Or you could go for like another armor item, potentially magic resist, even if you really need something like that. Generally, as a magic resist item, I think Wit's End is great though. But yeah, I mean, you can do any of this. Wit's End these days also gives tenacity. This gives tenacity, so I didn't have to go for like mercs, because I could just go like double tenacity here. I have tenacity in my runes and I can tenacity pult and I'm just not CC'd whatsoever. Or like for a very short period of time at least. And yeah, surviving like that, getting your ult off, etc. is very, very nice. Any of these items can be switched, these two. Basically, if you need other defensive options, you can go like Force of Nature. Potentially, if you really need additional magic resist, super, super heavy magic damage. you can just go with Sense Force of Nature. You could do Randuin's, you could do Thornmail, you could do Guardian Angel, you could do whatever you'd like tank-wise, as long as it fits against the enemy team and it makes sense. As long as you're building these 3 items here as core, the Trinity Force, the Kraken Slayer, and the Terminus are the core builds, and then these 2 are very flexible slots. But with all that being said, that's it for Kindred. I hope you enjoyed this one. I upload daily, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.